Hello, my name is Alana Jones, and I wanted to present on my chapters, chapter 15 through 19, on the tattooed soldier. So, what I read about was chapter 15 through 19. I'm gonna give a summarization of the chapters. So, in the chapters, in the tattooed soldier by Hector Tobar, the story gets more tense as the lives of Antonio and Longoria continue to cross paths. Antonio, he wanted to seek revenge on Lagoria, the soldier who killed his wife, killed his love, his wife, and his son, basically his family, in Guatemala, and they're both now in Los Angeles. So, a little backstory behind the characters is Antonio Bernal. He is a man from Guatemala who lost his family in the war, and he is now poor and homeless in LA. And then Guillermo Longoria, I wrote down their names, so I'm trying to pronounce it right. He is a former soldier from Guatemala who is now in the streets of Los Angeles because he's living in the streets of Los Angeles, but he is still dangerous. And Elena, Antonio's wife, who was killed by Longoria in Guatemala. So I would say the plot. I'm about to explain the plot, setting, and themes. So Antonio is obsessed with getting back at this man Lagoria because it holds painful memories of the war in Guatemala and how tough his life is in the U.S. And Lagoria is he what is he? He is he's actually like shown to be very violent, very um haunted, very um, affected, which I would take it as they're both affected deeply by both of their passes from outside of America. And they don't feel like, because they're in Los Angeles, they don't feel like they're at home. So the story flashes back. I mean, not the story. The chapters flashes back to the Guatemalan Civil War, and of course, it was very brutal. With the government attacking many people, the it really affected both sides because Longoria, as a soldier, has to do the bidding of the government, and Antonio, who is the civilian, is one of the many civilians who are harmed and affected by the actions of those soldiers because of the government. The book talks about the hard lives as immigrants from Central America who came to escape the violence. The immigrants the immigrants have trouble finding what it's not just the immigrants, but people like Antonio has many trouble finding a job, and he faces many challenge as he's living on the streets of LA, and LA is very dangerous. um well, today, now I don't know if it's, you know you get what I hope you get what I'm saying. But anyways, they're dealing with not only obstacles to find a job and to get off the streets, they're also dealing with prejudice and stereotypes and racism. um so the society and culture, um he's struggling because he's struggling in the communities of LA because it's like I said, poverty and discrimination. So the language, race, and class, Antonio struggles with English. That's what really is a big obstacle right now for him, I would say, because he feels more isolated. Um Both him and that soldier Longoria face racial and class discrimination, just because of wanting a better life. So it of course makes it hard. So I would say these chapters show how Antonio and LaGuerta are haunted by their past and struggle with their new lives in America, because I would say these chapters that I have read, I would say it really highlights the themes of revenge and justice and the ongoing impact of a violent history. But that's just how I took it. Hopefully, I don't offend anybody, but yeah. See ya. Thank you.